everybody, and welcome back to True Crime After Dark. Today we are going to hear a recorded phone call that Chris Watts made with someone that his alleged girlfriend set him up with. I believe this is back in 2019. I'm not totally sure, but it kind of explains the rumors we've been hearing about him saying he's going to get out. So I'm just going to play part of the video for you guys, but let's take a listen together. I haven't even listened to this yet, so let's see what it says. Before we get into the video, leave a like and subscribe. We have an awesome community, and I would love to have you. All right, let's get into the video. I am going to only play part of the video for you because the rest is kind of just AI junk, but here it is.
Taking the call.
All right, so just talk to me. I don't want to be the one monopolizing the conversation. So tell me what you want to know from me, or just tell me what's on your heart.
Well, just going in the law library as much as I have, I see a lot of cases. I've heard a lot of cases around here. I've seen a lot of cases where the DA or the judge have had a lot of misconduct, but the judge has ruled, say, well, it's not egregious enough, or it's not that that wow factor enough to really sway in the defendant's favor. Now, I'm looking at the things that I know. I mean, I've never dealt with the law before, but all this, I'm swinging it in the law library as I am, and God directed me through little things like through the poisonous tree, the Brady law, and different cases that just it pops out of nowhere, but I know what God is putting in front of me, and I see all these things that relate to my case. I just don't know how to frame this. Where like when I do this 35C, I've had this paperwork with me for probably a couple months, and I know I only have a year left to appeal some of those Class B and C felonies at a 3-year limit or 2-year limit, and I really want to figure this out where I can do it in the right time frame, but also not rushing anything. And I just want to get out of here. I want to get. I know that God has a plan for me, and it's to be in prison right now, but not stay here. Because He brought me here for a reason. But He also wants me to do something on the outside. I know I just can't sit here and just wait. I know there's waiting, doing nothing, and there's waiting that seeking an action verb. That's what I'm doing. But I also want to know what action to take, because I have no intellect when it comes to the law.
Is he lost his mind? He really thinks that God wants to see him out of prison. That's awful funny.
But I know He can teach me, and that's what I'm just waiting for. Things to fall into place. I still know how to do it.
I got you. And you don't have the benefit of an attorney that is in your hip pocket, so to speak. Okay, I've got a couple of attorneys here I can talk to that can maybe help get some good results, get some good advice for you in terms of forms and what to say, things like that. That's not going to be an overnight process for me to get the results we want. It's going to take some time, but I'm not saying overnight, but I am saying maybe several days or a week or so. So let me see what I can do along those lines. Because I know you're in a tough spot, and it's how do you know how to do something when you don't know what it is you need to do? So it's tough. So I get it.
It's trial by error thing, but I know when the law is all right, you're gonna run into certain things where the motion's gonna get denied, or whatever I write down, the judge might think, well, that's not what you're claiming isn't enough to go back to. You're not warranted a trial. You're not warranted to have this appeal granted. Denied. Kind of well, what do I do then?
Yeah.
And I don't want to get disheartened when that happens. I know it'll probably happen at some point, but not all motions are all appealed or granted right off the bat. That's why I want to make sure I write this the right way. Where when it goes there, they see oh well, do I put everything down that I know, or just I don't want to put everything down so they know everything that I'm on, you know?
Well, okay, let me address a couple things in what you just said. First of all, you live in a closed society now. Every door is shut in your face. You cannot go from one. You go to one wall, you can't go further. You got to turn your left, you can't go any further. So you know what I'm saying? You're in this perpetual, this room with no door, so you cannot get through. You got that? You understand that? What I'm trying to say?
Which he fully deserves and does not deserve to ever get out or see the light of day again.
So your world is controlled. You hear the word no probably more than you hear the word yes in that system. So one thing you need to be very accustomed to is being denied, being turned down, being told no. You with me?
Yep.
Okay. Now, some people will lose hope very, very quickly because everywhere they turn, every time they talk to someone, they're hearing things they don't want to hear. They're being told no, you can't do this, you can't have that, you can't go here, you can't go there. You know, whatever legal action you're trying to do. Whatever you're trying to do, you're always being told no. What you can't do is allow yourself to lose hope. Don't take no for an answer. And don't give up the first time you're told no. You understand?
Yeah.
So the key in all this is you got to be strong. You got to be physically strong. You got to be mentally strong. And you've got to understand that, you know what? You're the underdog, but underdogs can win. They can be a dog in the fight. So I want you to get this attitude that no matter what you do, we're not going to take no for an answer. They tell us no, we're going to try again. They tell us no again, we're going to try again. You've just got to keep persevering and don't lose hope, okay? Because I tell you what, you lose hope, you lose your life. All right? So just keep a positive attitude about all that, and don't take any steps back. Just keep moving forward. Even if it's a small step, move forward and not backward. Okay?
Okay. Just like in my devotional today, it was Esther. It was a door of hope. And yeah, the Lord was speaking to Esther, and she was saying to the Lord, I've led you to the wilderness, but I will plant in that wilderness vineyards. If you go through the valley of Kor, which is the valley of trouble, I will put a door of hope. So even though you're in a wilderness, you're going to plant vineyards in that wilderness. So you're in the valley of trouble, there's going to be a door of hope in that trouble.
That's great. Well, I'm proud of you. Good job. Keep that up. Keep your nose in that book too.
I will.
Yeah.
I just know that, like, I've never experienced anything like this before. Like, from the tragedy that happened, from the law enforcement to the interrogation, the jail, the prison, all this was new. All this was new. And I know that, even though I've never had something like this happen before, I knew the shock and the trauma was there in my mind. I didn't know how to process it. Every question that they asked me, I was just agreeing with them and just going along with what they said. Because I was like, well, I guess we got to tell them something. And even when they came here to prison and interrogated me, they were in the street clothes acting like they didn't, they were just talking to me when in retrospect they were actually interrogating me again. And I know for a fact that, that interrogation they cannot use because they were here in Wisconsin and they're all Colorado based. So all that is like null and void, but still they're going to try to use all this stuff against me. But I know that from that interrogation to the first one, and all that was like a coercive type psychological intimidation of someone that, had never been in that situation before, and they just used that to their advantage.
Well, Chris, what you witnessed firsthand is is a game. It's like getting back to the old biblical days where you've got the big Roman soldier in the pen with the little guy, and you're fighting for your life, and you don't know what to expect, but that's a terrible analogy, and I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, um, you just didn't know what was going on, and it's a game. That's what I tell so many people. This is a game that they're playing. You are the prey. They're the hunter. You're the prey, and they've got you exactly where they want you, and most times they're going to get what they want, because you know what? They keep you for hours. They deprive you of your basic needs. Uh, and as every second that you're with them in that chair and they're bearing down on you, your mind is actually deteriorating. Your mind is playing games against you. And that's why we have so many times where people give confessions for things that they just did not do. And it's because, you know what? They want to get out of there. They want to just tell them what they need to know, what they're asking, what they're interested in, so they can get out and go home. Well, you know what? Guess what doesn't happen? They don't go home. And their life is forever changed. So it's...
And then it was like after I told them what they wanted to hear, then they offered me food.
Exactly.
So strange. But the thing I know, like what you're talking about playing a game, is when the TBI agent and the FBI agent, like when the TBI first, the woman, like she like questioned me for hours, and then after those hours of interrogation, she puts me on a polygraph, and then I'm like, exhausted at this point, and then after that, like I'm sitting in there alone, and I hear them. It's the film intercom doesn't pick it up, and I hear them outside the door. The FBI agent comes up, oh, how did you do? And she said, oh, we did pretty good, but I think we get some more out of them. And they come in with this game face saying, okay, you lied. I'm thinking to myself, wait, I thought you just sounded pretty good. And I didn't question about it. I just believe what she said, and they said I made it. But I know for a fact she said, you did pretty good, but I think we get some more out of them. I'm just like, I'll only think about this stuff way after it happens.
All right, Chris, Chris, that's a little game, and I can tell you for a fact that they did not administer the polygraph in the proper way. You should have been on the top of your game, mentally, physically, spiritually, when they gave you that polygraph. You should have had a good night's rest. You should have before they gave you that polygraph. So I don't trust the polygraph. I don't trust the results, and they use that as a hammer over your head to scare you, because the polygraph scares everyone because of its reputation. We can talk more about that later.
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking another call. The thing's got like 30 seconds left, but I know that God can lead me on how to write this thing up to get it back, and I just thank you for helping me and just going into that discovery. I mean, you don't have to do it, but you're doing it, and I just believe that God's going to rest some information on your heart that's really going to break this thing open too.
Good. We're with you.
All right, he got cut off.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe.
All right, guys, that's it for that phone call. So, is this guy still working on the case for Chris? And why does he think? I mean, he's got so many people that are destroyed. Their lives are destroyed. I mean, his family is gone, and it's all because of him. So how on earth can you think that he deserves to ever walk free again? I mean, I think he even said something about wanting to have kids again in the future. That's disgusting. I can't even say what I think about that. But all right, guys, I just wanted to share that with my community. If you've heard it before, sorry you had to hear it again, but yeah, I think it's important that we hear it so we can put the rumors to rest and find out what's exactly going on. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.